Assalamu alaikum. So I did get something back, and it was in Surah Muminoon, and it's about something that had come to me previously. The understanding of why the waters of the world are rising. And it's because I always thought of it as almost like for example, if you're boiling like water for, just imagine a cup of tea or something, and when there's heat, fire on the bottom, right? Now that heat, that fire has to get hot enough in order for the water, to raise, right? It has to boil in order for you to be able to utilize it, right? But imagine that heat from the fire becomes too hot, and it starts to rise, right? And if it's not maintained in its due measure, or when it has to be stopped for it to be utilized, it will overflow. So just like that in Surah Muminoon, when it's talking about how Noah al-Islam is building the ship and how he was inspired to build it underneath the observation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and those he has given authority to watch over it, right? It says that, that until the oven overflows. So it's almost like the earth and its mantle, which has fire in it, is being called the oven. So when that oven, right, or that fire, just like in that teapot, becomes too hot, that mantle becomes too hot, what happens? The water starts to rise. The water starts to rise. So when the mantle in the earth becomes too hot, that's when the water above the mantle rises. Now, it doesn't happen everywhere, but it happens wherever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows such to happen. Okay, because there's another part of the Quran where it says that, and if I can recall, to be honest, that it was either, in the oceans, pretty much waters, bodies of waters are always, enraged and asking us, astaghfirullah, asking Allah to go ahead and, envelope us. So is the fire. So is the earth that, can't really handle our burdens. On that day when the earth can't handle the burden anymore. So, the thing is, they're always wanting to go ahead and take us out. I mean, that's also because, look, we're such a mess too. We go to the beach, we go to the oceans, or even on the earth, like the amount of litter and the plastics in the oceans and all these things, which is just a mess, right, as human beings. But the point of this is that it's the earth's mantle that, when it becomes too hot, that makes the water rise. And that's how that water rises, but it only happens with the permission of Allah, the decree of Allah. Understand? So that's another thing that I came across today. Okay. Alrighty. Good night for now. I'm gonna continue studying. Ciao. I wish I could go home.